Hello everyone and welcome once again to my site. Today we're going to talk about the straights and rounds of your body. Now if you've been looking at other videos on my YouTube channel and on my blog site, you know that the straights and rounds are all there is in the universe. The two perfect forms is the sphere, which is the father of creation, and the cube, which is the mother of creation. Both interact with each other like on a seesaw and produce other seesaws or other mothers and fathers in the creation of form. There is one other form that we have talked about as well, and it's called the cone. The cone is a interrelationship, a perfect interrelationship between the straight sides. If you'll visualize a cone, I'm going to show you one here in just a moment, but a cone comes up to a point, sort of like a teepee, and it is a round base. So this is a perfect combination of the mother and father of creation. Now, as we have already talked about too, that the straights and rounds are in your body, everywhere in your body, and every physical form is made of these two perfect forms. Now that doesn't mean that everything is a perfect cone. It means that the universal law is balance, and balance works between the round and the straight to create whatever form it is. For example, your head, for example, is rounded, yet there are straight lines and areas that go along with your body form. Everything in the universe is perfect in the balance between the two, the straights and rounds that create that particular form. The only other way that they could be perfect would be to be an actual cube or sphere. And we know that throughout the universe we have many complex forms, many complex shapes. Just like the curtain behind my back here, the flowers and so forth are all of different forms, but they all represent the cube and the sphere. Now, what difference does this really make when it comes to expressing yourself in sports or dancing? That is our genius in this series. If you are a sports-minded or dance, physical-minded genius in that area, you love hiking, you love mountain climbing, you love and even crave to dance or to play some sort of sport. In this, you are expressing your genius from the pineal gland. Your genius is not in your physical brain. It centers your physical brain invisibly as a pattern that you cannot see, but you can know. You see, at our present spiritual unfolding, we are somewhat backward about our knowledge of the pineal gland and its purpose. It contains your soul pattern. It is thought that that soul pattern never changes. It does change. It changes with every thought and emotion and action you take. So if you act passionately in whatever genius area of your life, that will change the pattern on your soul. And that soul pattern will change a different physical life in reincarnation. In other words, as I heard my teacher tell another student one time about smoking cigarettes, she said that smoking cigarettes will give you cancer, but she said that's unimportant. The body is not the important part of you. Your soul pattern is. wow, that set many of us back to hear someone actually say that your physical body comes second, and it does. Your physical body manifests the pattern of your pineal gland soul. That pattern is what makes you a different individual than someone else. You think thoughts. Another individual thinks thoughts. But those thoughts are different. That's what makes us look different and act different. I'm just a different or a rearrangement of the straights and rounds. And in all of nature, God's eternal plan for you is the cone that is sitting on its base. That's perfectly still. The plan of you is in stillness. But the expression of that plan is the cone on its tip. It spins around. And as we know, every top kettles back and forth, sometimes out of balance, yet you will someday find your perfect knowing of nature, and you will rarely experience an unbalanced life. Think of it this way. There's two sides of the universe, the motion side and the stillness side. Humanity on this earth is beginning to gradually realize that there's more to life than the physical body, that we must meditate and discover the inner self. The only way to do that is to do it. And that is the hardest thing on earth, is to sit down and do it. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind comments.